At the end of Anatomy of a Fall, Sandra is acquitted, although the facts of the case still aren't entirely clear, making the true cause of Samuel's death ambiguous. Anatomy of a Fall is a legal drama from French director Justine Triet, featuring performances from Sandra Huller, Swan Arlaud, Samuel Tice, Milo Machado Grainer, and more. Anatomy of a Fall received great reviews and enjoyed lots of award success, winning the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival and picking up 5 Oscars 2024 nominations. After the mysterious death of her husband, Samuel Tice, Sandra Voiter, Sandra Huller, becomes the prime suspect. Sandra's best defense is to claim Samuel died by suicide, which even she tells her lawyer, Vincent, Swan Arlaud, is implausible at first, and the only person who can back up her version of events is her blind son, Daniel, Milo Machado Grainer. When an audio recording revealed in court proves she was also covering up evidence of domestic turmoil, her son, Daniel's last-second addition to his testimony is the only thing that gets her off the hook. Was Daniel lying to protect his mom? Why did Daniel change his testimony twice? Initially, Daniel said he heard Sandra and Samuel having a casual conversation as he walked past the shed to walk the dog, Snoop. He was positive he was standing next to the shed because of the texture of the tape Samuel put there for him to identify the location. When the investigators tried to recreate the scenario to determine how loud Sandra and Samuel had to be talking to match his story, Samuel suddenly changed his testimony to say he was inside the front door. It's entirely possible recreating the moment jogged Daniel's memory, but it's also conspicuous that he changed his story to maintain a favorable outlook for Sandra at the end of Anatomy of a Fall. Daniel says his memories returned to him again at the last second, providing a new testimony about Snoop eating aspirin from Samuel's vomit to back up Sandra's claim of an alleged suicide attempt. Once again, Daniel's testimony is conveniently altered to favor Sandra's version of events, which supported a suicide theory Sandra didn't even initially agree with when strategizing with Vincent. Daniel's story is plausible, but his odd behavior, asking Sandra to leave the house, and having Snoop eat aspirin before changing his story invites skepticism, especially considering his story could be what got her off the hook. Did Samuel try to frame Sandra for his death? Why was Samuel even recording their argument? The audio recording Samuel makes of his fight with Sandra is one of the most damning pieces of evidence against her, especially since she tried to cover up the fact that they fought at all, but its very existence calls other factors into question. As Sandra says, it's possible Samuel provoked the fight in order to get a recording. If true, the recording may have been intended for use as literary inspiration, but if he'd already begun contemplating suicide, as his alleged previous suicide attempt would indicate, then the recording may have been an attempt to implicate Sandra in his death.